Mugshot Collective, and today's video is all about this. This is our Hasbro limited edition M41A Pulse Rifle from the Aliens movie, and this has been a long time coming. They announced this way back last year. I can't remember the exact date. Was supposed to be due for release. I think they pushed it back a few times. It's now due for release in October at some point this year, I think. Maybe in even January next year, I can't remember. But they started to appear kind of early in some different shops and stores and online places, and big shout out to UK Nerf, who managed to snag a few of these and has sent a few of them out to a few people, which is really amazing. So big shout out to UK Nerf for sorting that out and getting these in people's hands early, which has been brilliant. First impressions, yeah, absolutely love this. If you follow the channel, you know, really love the Pulse Rifle. We recently just made one as well. I'll do a quick comparison in a second. Yeah, a build that we've been doing for quite a few years, took a while to complete, and then when Hasbro announced this, I kind of decided I better get that finished before this one comes out, and we finished it just in time, and now this one's out and here, and yeah, it's quite cool. It's it's a big old blaster. It's quite heavy, it's quite chunky, it's fairly accurate to the movie prop. The movie prop's quite angular and chunky, and it's a good size, and I think this really fits the bill, and yeah, it looks good. It's a full auto blaster running a kind of a rapid strike style pusher, but I do believe there's some slight improvements. I know UK Nerf has already cracked his open and rewired it and MOSFETted it, and buck converters and all sorts in it to run it from LiPo. This thing has lights. Doesn't have lights. It has, well, it has kind of lights. It has the ammo counter and it has sounds. So it's got a kind of gunfire sound when you pull the trigger, and it's got an explosion sound when you do the grenade launcher, which is all very cool. The ammo counter is quite cool. You can set the ammo counter from anything from 1 to 100, and when you take your magazine, it'll count down and run out, and when it runs out, it makes a kind of sound of kind of click 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 as if you're out of ammo. And when you change your magazine, put it back in, it'll reset to whatever you had it preset at, which is quite cool. As I say, you can change the values and that up to 100 as well. And the ammo counter counts down on how many times the pusher pushes rather than how many darts are actually fired. So you can have it use it as a prop with an empty magazine, and you'll still get the lights and sounds. You get the ammo counter counting down and the sound of the gunfire and the motors and everything as well. So you can use it as a kind of prop without it actually firing, which is quite cool as well. What I have noticed of this, it's quite, as I say, the stock's not adjustable, which I don't really like, but they've put the battery tray right in the back here, so there's no way for the stock to go in and out. Surely they could have put the battery somewhere else and had the stock adjustable, but yeah, I don't really understand that design choice. And the absolute worst thing about it is it's a proprietary magazine, really. This may look like a normal standard Nerf magazine, but it's got a few subtle differences in it, which means your kind of standard Nerf magazines do not fit. I know UK Nerf has discovered how you sort this out. A bit of trimming on the magazine here and there does get it to fit. It has a different kind of mag release, which clicks into the ridge here. It doesn't have the kind of notch in the back there, which normal Nerf magazines have. So the Nerf magazine has this notch in here, which is generally the mag release, but this one works slightly differently and has this notch cut out here to work with the clip inside here. So not only will your other magazines not fit in this out of the box, this magazine won't fit in any other blaster out of the box. So it's essentially a proprietary magazine as it is, and it only holds 10 rounds. But as I say, if you do a bit of fiddling with your mags, you can get them to fit. So if you want to use this on a war, you're going to have to kind of tweak your loadout slightly, so you can fit different magazines in it. Otherwise you're just going to be running around reloading your 10 dart magazine constantly. Doubt these magazines are going to be available elsewhere separately, and at nearly 100 quid a shot for a blaster, it's expensive to buy more, to get a few more. But anyway, apart from that, the design's pretty good. Big chunky handle. The rev trigger's quite cool. I like this kind of new, it's a very different rev trigger. It's quite slim and quite an easy press, quite comfortable with the big chunky handle. The trigger is quite light pull as well. Obviously all the locks are in place as well. Funnily enough, you can open the jam door and rev the blaster at the same time. It doesn't seem to affect it, which There's usually an electronic lock in most blasters there. But yeah, apart from that, paint on both sides again, but obviously this is one of the premium blasters, so we're going to be expecting paint on both sides. We've got the Nerf logo, we've got a nice Aliens logo here, which is also kind of raised out the shell as well, and it's obviously in the kind of bright yellow power loader colours. Personally, this blaster, as we've just built our own pulse rifle, you can see them here in shot. So yeah, I mean, as we built our own pulse rifle, this one's kind of got slightly higher performance and takes the standard magazines out of the box and does the mega launcher and everything as well. I'm probably going to use this, but if I want to use a pulse rifle at a game, I'm probably going to use this one. And this one here, we're probably going to paint up and just have it as a prop, and we might use it on our kind of Nerf target range and stuff like that, and take it to the Comic Cons and stuff just as a cool kind of display prop that people can have a shot of. Have a few darts down the target range, and yeah, that'll be all good fun. Performance wise, I'm not really sure. The batteries I put in this were not new batteries. I'd found a couple of batteries lying about in the workshop. I know for a fact one of the batteries is completely dead, so it's essentially just a dummy cell just now. Like, 2 of the batteries were new and 1 was used, so it's not running on full power. So in our kind of firing video at the beginning there, the darts weren't going, they were only going about 30 feet or something. Not particularly impressive, but as I say, it's not running at full power right now, so I can't really make any range claims or FPS claims on it, but it's going to be stock Nerf standard. Might be a little bit doped as well. Sometimes your Star Wars blasters perform slightly less than the Elite standard. This one might be of a similar kind of power, but as I know, it is UK Nerf War does have has already modded his for LiPo and getting decent performance out of it. So yeah, it is moddable if you want to go down that route and kind of use it at games. But as I say, it's a big chunky blaster, and I'm just going to go down the kind of prop route with this and have it as a kind of display piece and stuff, because it looks pretty cool. As I say, the ammo counter is a really good feature, and if you do leave the blaster unattended for a while, this does shut down, and you just reactivate it by taking the mag in and out again, so it won't completely drain your batteries. If you just leave it lying about with the batteries in it, it does switch off. Yeah, I say everything's really good. It's a good fun blaster to play with. The sounds work off the ammo counter, so if you've got ammo on your ammo counter, it will make the gunfire noise, and if your ammo counter hits 0, it will make the clicking noise, which is quite fun. So you can obviously still play with this. I'll see if you can. The speaker's up here. I'll put it up near the camera. So yeah, it's got 3 different sounds. It's got the kind of grenade explosion, it's got the gunfire, and then the out of ammo sound. So yeah, for cosplay and everything, perfect display, brilliant. It's gonna will look really good painted up. Yeah, we'll probably do that quite soon, so stay tuned. And so thanks for watching. Make sure you follow us here on YouTube, over on Instagram, over on Facebook. Check out our Etsy page as well. Any purchases from our Etsy page really help us out. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll hopefully be out on the road doing a few Comic Cons and stuff soon, so should be a few things happening. We've got some Nerf events coming up as well with Foam Dark Thunder, which should all be good fun. And so yeah, keep watching and stay safe, everyone. See you later.